What up, y'all? Yeah, I just got out of fucking work, and they told me, or the race was supposed to be at 4. The race was at 4 p.m. I literally saw it. The fucking website said 4 p.m. I'll be back. I got a shit.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. 4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
Thrilling finish to our second stage here at Darlington for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We're live on FS1 and the coverage presented by Blue Emu. Harrison Burton taking on tires, rallies for the stage win. And now pit stops. Regan Smith.
Well, Adam, as you see the 16 car by A.J. Allmendinger peel off right there. Not quite what he wanted at the end of that run. He came on the radio and said, well, dang, I really wanted to get that stage win. That race car right now just a little bit too free, getting into the corner and getting freer as the run goes. Wants to keep the nose turning. And the one of Michael Annette, his race car is tight, but he doesn't want to change it too much and get it too loose. Jamie.
7 and Justin Allgaier, and he thought he could get some more stage points there than they did. They decided to come and get tires. The 10 and Jeff Burton said the car's pretty good. He felt like they were in the ball game right there. Just needs a little more rear grip. Don't get that with fresh tires like that grill. Good stuff for the 10.
See the race off pit road? It goes to A.J. Allmendinger as things get a little out of balance on the pit lane. And a number of drivers did stay out. Among them, Burton, Gregson, Josh Berry. These are all drivers that came down and pitted right there prior to the end of the stage. So their tire's going to be a little older, but they do have 2 sets remaining here in this final stage. Bubba?
Oh, Harry B. It's Bubba Wallace up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
That was impressive there. You had a little moving roadblock that you had to get around and pull up that move. That was nice. Nice job there on the stage win. What's your mindset for the rest of this race here? You got 54 laps right now as we're talking. Car looks pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, I think we've got a really good Toyota Supra under us here. It's been fast, man. It's just, as you know, it's hard to pass here. So this track position here is key to hold for us. And everyone behind me back there wants it too. So going to get after it and try and keep them in the dirty air and my nose in the clean air.
Well, 10-4, you like your chances better for this race or a match of me and Hemrick in 50s?
I know that I'm not as gifted in basketball as I am as a race car driver, and that's why I'm in this seat, so I'll take the race all day.
I love it. Good luck, brother. Have fun.
Thanks, buddy.
We said it, first stage win of the year for Harrison Burton. He and the rest of the top 10 stay out. Allmendinger going to restart 12th when we return. Oh, hey, Pat.
Toyota, let's go places. Imagine a visibly healthier pet in 28 days. Purina One, natural ingredients and powerful combinations for radiant coats, sparkling.
I was in the bathroom and I was at work.
Healthy pet. Try these new Purina One True Instinct.
Motherfuckers. I'm not even pissed at my work. They scheduled me when they scheduled me. I'm pissed at NASCAR because I was told that this race was at 4 p.m. and I didn't understand. I didn't think. I'm pissed I missed most of the race. I'm pissed I missed most of the fucking race too.
Today on FS1, Fernando Tatis Jr. powers the Padres against the Giants.
Jaden texted me right as I got out of work. Why aren't you streaming? I'm like, the race doesn't start till 4.
Today at 4 Eastern on FS1.
He's like, it's on right now.
When searching for your dream home, do it with
There's a caution on lap 3. How bad was that?
When you found the right home, come back to compare personalized mortgage rates from multiple lenders. Visit credible.com to check rates or get your pre-approval today.
Oh, let me change the thumbnail.
It's time to choose a funeral
Where's my
home.
phone?
You know what matters to you. Superior service and a value.
We are independently owned.
Dude, I was like so pissed. Because I wanted to stream, you know? Honestly, for me, it's not even about watching the racing anymore. I just enjoy streaming it. I enjoyed talking to you guys.
For superior
I mean, and then the racing is just also, I love NASCAR.
Twins Funeral Home. 315-468-2431.
Well, at least the thumbnail could be a picture from this actual race.
You guys ever worked with a cement mixer before? I have not, but I heard it's pretty fun.
Yeah, didn't it literally say 4 p.m.? Did it not say 4 p.m. yesterday? Now, I checked today and it said 1. But, like, did it not say 4 p.m. yesterday? Like, what the fuck?
There's a burned area on every corner, it seems like. There's one by my friend's house, my brother's house, my brother's mother's house. Wait, that's my mother.
Shout out to, first off, my mother, Christy, who's been an incredible rock for me growing up. Happy Mother's Day to you. I love you. And then to my beautiful wife, Kinsey, extremely proud of you for being the mother that you've become. And Ren, happy birthday, baby girl. It's incredible to think that 12 months have already went by. You've been absolutely the single greatest blessing to both your mom and I. So happy birthday, we love you.
Puts it all in perspective, doesn't it? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who will celebrate tomorrow. And we hope you'll be a part of our fun coverage from here, Throwback Weekend at Darlington Live.
And I'm just as upset as you are. I'm pissed.
Yesterday, the
Like,
race Back to the Track digital sweepstakes and is open to fans who are vaccinated or pledged to make.
because now how am I supposed to trust the schedule ever again? It literally said 4 p.m. yesterday.
NASCAR.com/vax and enter to win tickets to the 2022 Daytona 500 on February 20th at Daytona International Speedway. To register for a vaccine appointment, please visit vaccines.gov or text your zip code to 438-829. Ready for the final stage for these Xfinity Series teams here at Darlington. Harrison Burton.
Why aren't you streaming the race? Yeah. And I was like, what? It's not on yet. And then he was like, yeah, it is on. I thought he was pranking me because I went to Bob Pockris and it didn't immediately load new tweets. So I was just like, yeah, he's fucking full of shit. And then they loaded. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
He stays out as well, and he'll restart just outside the top 10.
But, like, did I miss much? I do want to know that.
Being out of balance on tires, and now NASCAR has said we're going to go one more before putting the green flag out.
Man, how frustrating is that, Bubba, when they add a lap? You're coming to the zone,
You're getting focused in. Oh, it's
you're spinning your tires, you're just wooding it, getting ready.
Yeah.
Getting that thing ready, and then you got to go nowhere. I just can't handle it. Yeah, well, we do have a minute here and an extra lap. I do want to mention that I'm actually starting up my own foundation. It's in pretty early stages here, and we're just really getting going. But May is Melanoma Month, and it's a pretty near and dear cause my heart. It's affected my family and a lot of families, but specifically with my father.
Well, yeah, I don't check my phone while I'm working.
Over the last few years, and I'm starting up, like I said, my own foundation here, and getting going. And melanoma and cancer research is definitely going to be one of the pillars of things we support.
That's awesome. Congrats on the foundation stuff. I know I've been working on mine, and it's been a lot of work, but a lot of really cool things that come out of it. So congrats.
Yeah, congrats to both.
But, like, they never start at 1 p.m. That's also the other thing, is they never start at 1 p.m.
With us, and Bubba, tell us about what you have going on.
Yeah, hey, the Live to Be Different Foundation there, started up a few years ago. I, too, feel like sometimes we're still in the early stages of it, but really excited with the things and directions that we're going with right now. And, hey, we had another lap, so I can talk about this a little longer.
The race wasn't started early. I think they just fucking... Let me see what the calendar says, the race. Here it says 1 p.m., but, like, I swear yesterday it said 5. Or it said 4.
The winner, we will not announce that yet, but looking to do a lot of good things and big things here with the future.
A lot of stars coming from Northwest Cabarrus High School, Bubba.
Myself, old Super Shoe, Corey Seeger, Andy Pinion, a lot of us out here. We got some guys on pit road that are that have went to Northwest, so Northwest, heck yeah.
And an update on the 54 of Ty Gibbs. Please tell me something has not gone wrong again for them, Regan.
Well, it's trying to right now, Adam. As you see the car spitting just a little bit of water right now.
Let me get my camera.
They keep adding these laps. It's tough to get the air through these radiators. They've been coaching Ty up basically to shut the car off, try and let the water cool as much as he can while they don't have speed right here. So this is a team that wants it to go back green ASAP.
First ever started Darlington. Goes off 29th, drives to the top 10. Gets
I mean, granted, I was also looking at other week schedules too, and it said 4 p.m., so it might have just been that. But, like, I was also pretty safe in assuming that it was 4 p.m. because they always start them at like 3, 4. They never start Xfinity races at 1 p.m. unless if it's a doubleheader.
He'll go back and, you know, have to listen of how to do better on keeping the motor cool.
Elu's had a great day. Josh Berry scored third. We'll listen to him on the restart. Won at Martinsville. And I love that paint scheme. Throwing it back to his boss, Dale Jr., when he won at Daytona summertime.
Oh, that's beautiful.
2001. The car looks outstanding. It's been stout today. The final stage, ready to go green at the track 2 tough to tame.
At the park. And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Support Herbst? Fuck Herbst. Fuck Riley Herbst. Actually, I don't mind Riley Herbst as a person. He's just not a good driver, so it's just like, why the fuck? Like, I'm salty because it's like somebody else could be having that ride. And he's just a fucking shit driver.
Clear, clear, clear. All good. Steady.
But I do like that paint scheme. That is a pretty cool paint scheme.
You look at those top 7 or 8, and back behind him coming fast. A.J. Allmendinger just pitted at the end of the stage. Tires aren't a lot fresher, but just enough that he's going to try and make.
He's just someone more talented should be in that car. That's the whole reason.
I would have liked to see that caution be a little bit shorter. You know, that long caution kind of helped everybody that did stay out there and got their tires cooled down and equalized again. So it's going to be not as much an advantage as he was hoping, but it still will be worth something.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't. I don't think he's explicitly done anything yet that makes me hate him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he will, and then I'm gonna not like him. But like, it's just the fact that somebody else deserves that ride.
And trying to end winless streaks. Harrison hasn't won since the end of last year for Noah. It's been almost a full year when he won at Bristol last summer.
Well, you know, that Tulsa was a while ago now, but I guarantee you one of them forgot about it.
Never will either, right?
Absolutely.
Eddie here already. Well, we've run 2-3 laps here, and the 11's already got a lot of pedaling going on there in 3 and 4. But
he's one of those drivers that pitted at the end of the stage, came at lap 93, just like Allmendinger, who's trying to get around Snyder.
That's a tough pass right there, especially getting things tied off the 2 there. Driving down on the 3, hopefully go to the 2 for him. Should be no problem once he does that now.
And the best 2 right now on the fresh tires, Allmendinger and Ty Gibbs. 54's up to 8.
yeah, Ty's been doing a good job today. His first time here. He hasn't had any practice, just kind of being nice and steady. Had a penalty there, and I think we got to know how many cars that he passed already, Bubba. That was all.
This was earlier.
Ross Chastain should be racing in that car. Well, yeah, honestly, yeah.
Potential first-time winners.
I like Ross being in the Cup Series, but he's not really doing anything yet. It would be a lot better if he was in that car. And then he'd go up to Stuart Haas. I mean, he was like a CGR, CGR's brought him up pretty much, but I think SHR would be a better option for him, but, you know, whatever.
How long do they have an advantage before the lap times fall off and everything levels out?
Well, I think it's, like Eric said, that the longer cautions kind of helped. So we got a heck of a move here.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
74, Bailey Curry.
That was almost big.
Nice save.
Yeah, maybe throwback to Bobby Allison. Bobby would have been proud of that save, huh?
Oh, the 2, that was nothing for the 2. He just got up there, found his limits.
Who should replace him? I don't fucking know. Ryan Sieg? You know, Ryan Sieg. Someone who has worked their entire career. You know?
A move by the 54 on AJ down the back into 3 here. But that caution, like Eric mentioned, had equalized things. And so it doesn't give you that much of an advantage. So you're trying to do things harder.
Jeb Burton. Jeb Burton deserves to be in that car.
Get things going, but it just seems like everything's equal right now.
This is a Joe Gibbs flashback, is it not? I mean,
Justin Haley. Justin Haley's really fucking talented. Is the Cup Series time correct? Yes, that they wouldn't make that. And honestly, it might not have actually been incorrect. It might have just been that I was looking at multiple different weeks' schedules, and I just assumed that they would be starting at 4 p.m. Like, I was looking at other weeks, and that was 4 p.m., so maybe I just thought that this would be 4 p.m. too, because it usually is. But he never started at 1. Like...
This is spin back through 8, and those 3 racing like they were. Gibbs, Hurt.
Oh shit! Damn, that was close.
Contact there, nice little save by Hurst.
Well, I think Tom was getting frustrated there.
It's getting exciting.
Really running them pretty hard.
You know, as long as the rest of this race is good, though, I'm not gonna be that upset.
Ready to go.
Allmendinger is right there now. So is Allgaier back in the picture.
And you see now Riley had that big slide, and that's just enough to keep your tires up, and he's going to be struggling for a couple of laps.
Was there contact or not?
Well, the Cup race isn't tonight.
I think, I don't know, that left
The Cup race is tomorrow.
Just barely.
Look at that. At least 6 inches in between the bumpers there.
But I'll tell you, the amount of air that he was packing on that left rear was a significant amount.
It feels like they're hitting you.
Yes. That's immediately when you come over the radio, did he just hit me? And then you're so let down because it's like, oh, he did, so I can't look at it back.
What's up, Jamie?
Talk about pressure for Riley Hurst. He knew this 98 team was so good here. They won the first race. Should have won.
Man, I love this thing.
As well. They were dominant. Riley told me this is not one of his favorite racetracks. You guys talked about what just happened. He came on the radio and just said, I cannot get the front end to turn on this race car.
Hey, but I will say this, they had a lot of speed early in the year. Jamie, did Riley Hurst in that 98. Didn't get the finishes they deserved, but lately they have.
That looks cool.
3 of the last 4 look pretty
The
solid.
green and the blue with the fog.
In the 8th position, and now our Xfinity fastest laps of the day. So far, Austin Cindric the best of the bunch. No surprise, Allmendinger is up there. Hemrick led a bunch of laps today. He's on the board, so is Noah Gregson, Justin Haley in there as well. 37 laps to go. This is a tough track. They say race the track, not your competitors. Some might disagree with that.
Tucker Carlson Originals. It's the show America is talking about.
Smoke Machine is epic, hell yeah. When was the last race that started at 1? I don't fuck. I mean, no, there was this year. Or no, I think that started at 2. The truck. The Martinsville race, the Martinsville Xfinity race resumed at 1. Well, I think that resumed at noon. Noon or 1. Yeah, I think it was 1.
New episode available now.
There has been a few at least Xfinity races this year that started at 1. Or truck. You know, like if it's a double header, they usually will, but...
You broke your phone, so Verizon broke the rules. For the first time ever, new and current customers can trade in their old and damaged phones for up to $800 off our best 5G phones.
My phone is old, very old.
Old, cracked, water damaged, doesn't matter.
I'm ready for something new.
Now, trade up to the 5G network you deserve with the 5G phone you want. Because at Verizon, the network is just the beginning.
You don't always set out to be a rock star, but when the spotlight finds you, you become one anyway.
During the Spotlight sales event, get 0% financing for 72 months or $5,050 in total values on the 2021 Ram 1500.
I am a driver with a dream. And part of that
Yeah, you guys will be able to see the fog machine in Monday's video.
belongs here. I may be new to some, but I am not to be taken lightly.
Oh, and now they're really going at it.
Because if you let your guard down, I will rise above. I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I am NASCAR.
Jeff Gordon's, Rainbow Warriors car, that's like the one that really sticks out to me right off the bat. I was a huge fan, actually, of the Kevin Harvick GM Goodwrench car, the black and silver one. That was one that I really liked.
I remember as a kid, I believe it was an all gold Dale Earnhardt Bass Pro Shops car.
That's
Jeff
sexy.
Gordon's Nicorette scheme. Like, I loved that green and yellow with the flames. I thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
was pretty cool. I was a huge fan GameStop cars, just because they had a different video game on the hood every time.
Yeah.
No surprise that Hemrick went with Earnhardt because he's from Kannapolis. And here's a look at your throwback, Bubba. Looks like
I love looking at paint schemes, man.
Camera there. I'm excited about that. One of those Scott colors. Root Insurance, they've stepped up in a big way this year. Excited to have them on board for another race this year.
Paint schemes are one of my favorite things about NASCAR. That they're always different.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, but you kind of threw it back in the Camping World Truck Series.
The fuck is this?
Man, that was a good day right there. Look at that jacket right there. But yes, definitely a good day in Martinsville.
It's nice looking. And a special thanks to all the men and women at Fox who make our coverage possible. Long day, long night yesterday. The Camping World Truck Series back at it today. 400 miles tomorrow. Our coverage begins with race day on FS1, 2 o'clock Eastern time.
And the 98's really falling back here. He's lost a couple spots here. Let's see what happens.
I feel like I'm the jinx now, Bubba. It was you. I was singing his praises up in the top 10, and here he goes sliding in the wrong direction.
You know what happens here? You're getting down to where we got 29 to go. You talk about how you come into this racetrack with all the...
I should fuck a bitch with the fog machine on.
So you try to prepare yourself for every outcome possible. Then you get into the race, and you find yourself where the car's not reacting like you want
Look
it
at
to.
Discord.
That's where the frustration starts.
I did.
Especially late here.
Yeah, what is that?
Cars are starting to pass you.
Is it like your backyard?
Down, and it's like, well, okay, I gave up a little bit this last corner. Let me try to make up for it on the next one. And you see the mistakes happen. Getting there in the wall. Lose a couple spots. Best thing here is take a deep breath. You still got 28 laps to go. I don't know if Larry Mack has the statistics here to show if another caution is going to fall, but I'm sure it will. Give you a chance to reset and go fight.
It's sunset where you are.
I'll tell you this, when it comes to the trends, 11 of the last 7...
See, your backyard, it would have a nice view if it wasn't for that wall.
We will get a late caution. We'll see.
Here's Winval's backyard. It's like that would be a nice view if that wall wasn't there.
Dave Allen's had 2 things on his mind. First, keep our driver focused. Race the racetrack, not your competition. You guys mentioned it earlier. He did a really good job when he was battling with Harrison to focus on the track, not lose sight of where he was. The other part of that is maintaining track position. Finish this race where we started. He has not won a race yet today as he continues to lead, Regan.
Well, Jamie, another Junior Motorsports driver doing a great job today. Josh Berry, we see him losing the 3rd position right now to Ty Gibbs as he's working through turns 1
You have a terrace? What's that?
Big compliments from him and his crew chief about how he gives feedback. Said basically that Josh is precise, he's concise. When he says it's loose, it means that the car is loose. Otherwise, he says nothing on the radio. Right now, Josh has not been saying anything on the radio. I think he's pretty happy with that race car.
And only a second start here, right? And the other start for Barry came a number of years ago, so limited experience, learning on the flies. He's done so many times this year and executing quite well. And problems for Brandon Brown. We saw the side of the car, and here's how he got into the wall.
The wall, once you get into it hard enough, it just sucks you in. It's like
Oh, I like that UPS throwback. That's really cool. That Brandon Brown scheme. That's really cool.
We talk about these
Ooh, that was a hard hit, though.
He was legit. He was on the wall there for so long, it probably just rubbed through the sidewall.
So he pits with 24 laps remaining. And as we close on the end, and you see it, the strike count now 21. You see, though, highlighted in red are Dashford cash drivers.
Oh, I like how they added the stripe count. That's cool.
One of them is leading, Noah Gregson. Keep this in mind. This is our 3rd Dashford cash race of the year. He's won the first 2. Could it be a win and a bonus for engine number 9?
I am in awe of your bravery, your selflessness, your strength. For the millions of ways you keep us safe, I am only here because of your sacrifice. And I am not going to stop until each and every one of you is recognized for what you do for this country. And for that,
But you can stand on it. Oh, that's cool. Can't see me. Yeah, it's getting pretty close to not being able to see me. Oh, caution's out. 52's around.
Built to haul more, built to tow more, for the people who count on it. Because they know that brawn can get the job done, but it takes brains and brawn to get it done right. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Cracked windshield. Take one.
You say I got a crack in my windshield.
At least maybe less heartbroken. Geico lets you file a claim online, over the phone, or with their app.
That makes me want to say, stay.
Dude, I almost can't see my posters behind me.
Are you crying?
There's pollen.
Great service without all the drama.
This happened before the race. I've gotten over being pissed that I missed the beginning of it. I mean, it's still just stupid. Like, they never start at 1. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Wasn't that the car that he restored? Yeah, that was the car he restored. That's fucking awesome. That is actually really cool, because that was the car that, he's actually been working on that car for a few years, I think since like 2019. Getting it all restored and everything. And just a few weeks ago, he did a test with it at Charlotte. And now he's driving it around pace laps at Darlington. That's really fucking cool. He like just finished that car like I think maybe a month or two ago. Dog on track. There's a dog.
Yeah, that'll get your attention.
Yeah, no doubt.
Coming to you.
So I had that question on the break. If he was complaining about his car being tight, not being able to.
Yeah, fuck you, Herbst.
Was he having tire going down, or was that just from the fence? And I think by the looks of the right side, I'm gonna say that was because of the fence.
We were in the midst of right around our longest green flag run of the day, and so we know.
I should get another one. I should get another fog machine.
Physically, the drivers starting to get beat up as well, and so here we are with a caution. And everybody should have 2 sets of tires remaining, with the exception of Allgaier, who pitted twice in that cycle toward the end of stage 2. And our 7th caution does deliver
Cookies.
the 3 pass to Tommy Joe Martin.
Chick-fil-A cookies.
Back on the lead
I bought a cookie and a brownie, and then they were just like, all right, whatever, here's an extra cookie. I already ate the brownie, though.
He was sitting there for a while with the window net open, hoping maybe he could get it rolling. He could not, so he will retire early. Scored 38 right now.
Grady's got a throwback helmet there, Krispy Kreme. I remember that helmet when we used to run together in Legend Cars and stuff. Throwback helmet there.
Look at Brandon Godova. Kyle Petty throwback. Had those early problems. Driving for Sam Hunt. By the way, next week at Dover, John Hunter Nemechek going to be driving the 26. Everybody pitting with 20 remaining. Here they are, Regan.
Adam Ty Gibbs came over the radio. Wasn't sure if they had any tires left. Nonetheless, he was pretty excited when they said, we've still got 2 sets left right now. Ty, go ahead and pit. They're going to leave the car alone. He's happy with the race car. Very fast as he was gaining on the leaders there. The 20 car, Harrison Burton, that race car, 2-3 at both ends of the racetrack. Wants to be tightened up just a little bit with the rear. Jamie?
Noah Gragson in the 9 has led the most laps today, 40, so the car drives better than it did before. A little snug, but neutral. It's right where we need to be. Leave it alone. 4 tires there. The 7, Justin Allgaier, taking off pretty free as they ran. Still can't turn down the hill like they wanted to. The 18 of Hemrick is in as well. You guys noted he just hasn't made up a whole lot of ground.
We talked about the importance of track position. With that, pit stops are huge. First off the pit lane, the 20 of Harrison Burton.
Tough stop there for the 9. It looks like he lost a couple of spots, and it's going to be tough to come back from. Only going to be, maybe 16 laps to go or so here.
Last I saw, our strike count was at 21, I think, if I remember right. So let's go back and relive some of those moments for drivers. And I think some of these bleed over into this is a wall hit.
Get one with another color? Well, these have all. It's actually not the smoke that's colored. You know, I can just turn this off. Oh,
It's a couple hits.
I just turned it off. But those are the lights. They have green, blue. Well, green, you have to turn them off to actually make them the right colors. Because there's only 3 color options, but then you can make it like other colors if you press combinations of buttons. You know?
He's had a fast race car, and if you go back to Atlanta, 54 being driven by Martin Truex Jr., speeding penalty, and he came back to finish second. We'll see if the young driver in the 54 can rally here today. Tomorrow, it's all about the throwback on FS1. NASCAR Cup Series doing business from Darlington Raceway and the Goodyear 400. Our coverage begins with race day, 2 Eastern time on FS1, and then the green flag at 3:30 Eastern time. It's all on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. Mike Joy, Clint Boyer, and 7-time Darlington winner Jeff Gordon will have the call. And now we listen into Ty Gibbs' radio after the pit stop.
Beating same section again. Kidding me. I don't even know how I could go over. I was really under the whole time.
It's got to be frustrating. And you know, to put in perspective what this guy's done, 3 races this year, all resulting in top 5 finishes. Of course, he won on the road course at Daytona. Beyond that, though, what's really impressive is before this year, he had never done a live pit stop, so he's been learning that on the fly with no practice. And because we're changing the driver in his car each and every week, he typically doesn't have a very good starting position. Across the board, what he's done has been truly remarkable, and he's going to have some adversities to overcome here late in the race at Darlington. The impact of the pandemic on youth sports has been significant, and while recovery has started in some communities, kids most in need are still on the sidelines. Visit goodsports.org to learn how you can help Fox Sports and Good Sports restore play for at-risk youth and the program.
Dude, that's the shittiest thing. Is that kids can't play sports anymore because of COVID and shit. You know?
Well, looking at the top 5, top 10 here, what do you guys think? You got Harrison Burton up there. Josh Berry's been good late. You know about Noah.
It's like the next generation of baseball players will like be a little worse because they had one less year to practice.
Henrik has led laps. Cindric back in the top 10. Who you watching here?
I still got my money on Henrik. Just got to pull it out here. Not giving up that, but man, this is going to be an exciting finish. No way around it. Darlington here, late in the run.
Link.
The mental game is wore out. Tires are fresh tires here, so it's a balancing act. You know, who's going to get it? Who's going to put it on the edge and put it all out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think you still got to watch the 9, right? I think he's still probably the guy to beat here. Back there forward now, he's still got one of the best cars out there, especially with the 54. You always have to watch that.
And he will leave it all on the table. I promise you that. Harrison Burton, the control car here. He goes outside and will start alongside Josh Berry. 3 of the top 4 from Junior Motorsports.
For whatever reason, he doesn't even sound like SpongeBob. Like, I know that is Tom Kenny, but it just doesn't sound like SpongeBob in that clip.
Outstanding job by Josh Berry, jumping to the lead.
It sounds like a SpongeBob impersonator, yeah.
Josh did a really nice job there on that start. Just get the power down nice and smooth and not make a mistake. And you know, now Josh has just got to go on defense a little bit. It's the first time he's been out front. He's got to feel his car out, see what he's going to do here.
Oh, shit. Big crash.
Caution today. This time it's Joe Graff Jr.
Was the 52 involved?
I think he had retired for the day, but that's the first thing I thought of. In fact, that might have been his motivation to stay in the car a while ago when the window net stayed up so long.
Is there going to be another crash?
He's had a tough day so far.
He has.
I will say, though, I love the paint scheme, the Back to the Future throwback.
Yeah, I love that All-Star paint scheme.
That's really cool.
I'd love to see him win.
Let's look at the restart.
Josh Berry is really good.
By NASCAR.
I've wanted Josh Berry to be in the Xfinity Series for a while because I listened to the Dale Jr. Download for a long time, and he would always talk about Josh Berry back like a few years ago, you know, winning late model races and how proud he was of that kid. And now he's all the way up here, you know, second highest level in all of American stock car racing, all stock car racing in general.
And that opened the door for the She's emotional and
Oh,
animated.
always.
I love her energy.
Me too. My mom hated Kim Burton. Like, my mom, like, Jeff Burton's wife, Harrison Burton's mom, she always hated Kim Burton. Because, she would just cry her eyes out, like, every time Jeff Burton was leading. For the entirety of his leading. Like, he could be leading, like, 100-lap stretch. She'd be crying that entire time. It was... So my mom just didn't like her for whatever reason. But I don't know. I like that emotion, you know? I remember one time we were at a race, and my mom was like, who's in the 31 car again? And I was like, Jeff Burton. And she was just like, yeah. Like, and her tongue had, like, mayo or some shit on it. So she just opened her mouth, like, ugh, like with mayo on her tongue. She's like, I hate his wife.
Persistent and just adamant on getting in the best ride and opportunity. And when this opportunity came about with Colin Racing and seeing the announcement, seeing how much emotion he had just from being labeled as a driver and then to go and win at Talladega, man, I was pumped for him.
With the return to the green flag, just over 10 laps to go, it's going to be Josh Berry leading, Regan.
I had a fun conversation as they were coming to the green for that last restart. Josh reminding his team basically.
SpongeBob lowest TV viewership ever. That doesn't surprise me, honestly.
Right here, I don't care how mad these guys are at me because I won't be here in a couple more weeks. So I don't know what's going to happen on the second restart. It's going to be a little difficult to get past Josh Berry.
Well, now because of this video, it'll no longer be the lowest viewed. Because people are going to go watch it.
More in the future. And the best thing that's going to help that plan is winning these races.
There's a plan there. Miguel Paludo going to run some road courses. Sam Mayer will run the balance of the season late in 2021. And Dale Jr. announcing this week he'll run the 8-car at Richmond in the fall. We look forward to that.
idea of how low that really is. This show used to rake in more than $1 million every single episode. In fact, 2018 is when I made a video about a series low that was still above 1 million
Shouldn't
viewers.
something,
But if
wacky be happening right now? We thought people could use a break. We've all been through a lot this year. That makes sense. So now's not a good time. 3/5 of NSYNC.
Are you sure? Yeah, we booked all day.
Read the room, guys.
3/5 of NSYNC.
People today, they could spend half their lives over 50. That's a lot of living. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender in your corner. A friend
I feel like the fog also helps me, like, gets me tired. Helps me sleep easier. It's kind of nice.
Your money lives longer.
I just bought that. I just sold that.
And your happiness lives longer. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
It's so busted. You can't use this part of the screen. Definitely cracked every phone I've owned.
You broke your phone, so Verizon broke the rules. For the first time ever, new and current customers can trade in their old and damaged phones for up to $800 off our best 5G phones.
My phone is old. Very old.
Old, cracked, water damaged, doesn't matter.
I'm ready for something new.
Now, trade up to the 5G network you deserve with the 5G phone you want. Because at Verizon, the network is just the beginning.
You don't always set out to be a rock star, but when the spotlight finds you, you become one anyway.
During the Spotlight sales event, get 0% financing for 72 months or $5,050 in total values on the 2021 Ram 1500.
Big dreams, bigger bass on the biggest stage. It's the Bassmaster Elite Series, live on Neely Henry Lake, tomorrow on FS1.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Going to be a 10-lap shootout to finish things at Darlington for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. So much on the line, including $100,000 for whoever finishes best among these 4 drivers. Up for the dash for cash, and the best of the bunch right now, Noah Gregson, who's going to restart inside the top 5. He's won the money the last 2 weeks, and I think just as much as the cash today, he wants his first win of the season. And if he gets it, he might have to beat his teammates. Barry and Allgaier going to restart on the front row. Josh Berry takes the outside lane.
Yeah, and he needs to do exactly what he did on the last restart. He obviously had a great one there. Just getting that clean air and set sail.
Berry was second on the last restart inside, was able to get the lead from Harrison Burton. This time he takes that outside lane. Here we go to finish it at the track too tough to tame.
Spotters say don't take the bottom. They took the bottom.
And he's going to get him here and make it work.
The inside lane has paid huge dividends today.
Yes.
Could we get a crossover?
Well, Allgaier really had the perfect restart there to go ahead and clear him into one. And first time he's been out front. Best that thing's probably been running all day.
Done right off Gregson. Here he comes inside of Harrison Burton for third. We know how strong the 9 car has been. Brandon Jones back to the top 5. One here in the fall.
Yeah, you notice Brandon's got a clean car. I don't know if he's even really got straight on that right here, but like we were talking about at the start of the day, just racing the racetrack, keeping your car clean. A lot of times can pay dividends at the end of the day here.
And if you go back to how he won this thing in September, right place, right time. Chastain and Hamlin going at it. They get into the wall. Jones takes over and able to win the race.
Take it how you can get it.
8 laps to go. Allgaier starting to put some separation between himself and second place. Josh Berry and teammates racing here. That's Jones and Hemrick.
Yeah, Daniel's starting to make a little bit of ground here. I think pass for 5th. Only 8 laps left. I don't know that he can get back up there to challenge for a win, but good to see him back up there in the top 5.
Good rebound for sure.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? We really hadn't talked about Allgaier a lot today. Just kind of quiet, laying in the weeds. Inched his way to the front. Pit crew doing their job, and here he is. Top spot on a restart with 10 laps to go and 6.5 laps away from his second victory of 2021.
Yeah, doing exactly what he needs to do right here. Just trying to build a little bit of a cushion, maybe save a little bit in case you have another restart here, but right now he's looking pretty good.
I'll tell you what, man, watching this in-car stuff, just being here today, I'm excited to get on track tomorrow. Coming from when I showed up this place for the first time, and I was like, I don't know about this.
Oh shit, there we go. There we go. Are you gonna make a crashy crash? Caution. Can't watch the end of the race since my video caster is broken. Well, you can watch on here and I'll tell you what happens. I really hope Justin Allgaier doesn't win this race. If he wins this race, I'm going to be pissed. What the fuck? They literally banned Confederate flags at NASCAR races, and I just saw one. They need to get security over there. That's just wrong. That's just wrong, bro. Oh, I don't know. I don't really. For me, the flag, that flag, it's like I don't think if you have it, you're necessarily racist. It's just like I don't see the point of having it. You know? It's like, yeah, I know not everyone who has that flag is like racist, but it's just like why do you need it? You know? It's not that necessary.
Some fresh ones, among them Harrison Burton.
Wow. Adam, they came over the radio. They felt like a lot of cars would come right here. Crew Chief Jason Ratcliffe jumped off the wall. It made me turn my scanner to him. Sure enough, he made the call. Go ahead and pit and get 4 tires. This is their opportunity to win the race by doing this.
I I go back to the end of stage 2, and we said they're pitting to roll around at the back because there's no way they can make up that ground. And what happened? Harrison Burton drove through and won the stage. They're hoping for more of the same here. What about the 11, Jamie?
Justin Haley decided to come in for some changes as well. Jeff Burton, that's a cool look at his pit stop as they jack up.
It skips a lot. That fucking sucks. Oh yeah, what's that link that you sent? That other link.
Oh boy, a lot more steam out than we thought. Let's see if it works out.
Here's my curiosity for the drivers that stay out, and in particular, Justin Allgaier up front. What do you do for lane selection here? Because I feel like every time the leader takes the outside, and then they lose the top spot to that inside lane. Where do you guys feel like the best position is here?
I think you have to take the bottom as much as you see it work, especially if you're going to be the control car. You know you're going to get somewhat of a little bit better launch than the guy next to you, but you got to make
That's definitely a weird video.
At least in the middle of 1 and 2, because if you're side by side in the
Now, I don't understand the reference either.
he's going to pin you down, and you're not going to be able to get that exit how you want.
So basically, just pick whatever lane you want to execute. All about execution here.
But
pick either one, but make sure you do it right.
Yes.
But let's go back to the beginning of the race when there was a pretty distinct message delivered to Allgaier. Eddie Nahan said, we're not going to take the inside lane. Am I remembering that right?
That's right. I think so. Yeah. He said he took the lead, so I don't know here.
And it's taken long enough to clean this up, so we are officially going to finish this race in overtime. I feel like we've had so many of these this season for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Here's the layout, 2-lap shootout. And if the leader takes the white flag before we see the yellow, the next flag ends the race, whether it's the caution or he gets back to the checkers. However, if the caution flag comes out before the leader gets the white, we'll reset things and do it all over again, and we have unlimited attempts.
Man, I think it's just a tough challenge.
Not really. I wouldn't really consider that a rickroll because the audio wasn't there.
All the guys who pitted there, with it just being...
And I think I've memorized the rickroll link, so even if you put it in the chat, I'm gonna know what it is. Or I've memorized the first few letters to it. So.
I think they were looking for a break point, and they were going to be hoping that they were the ones that led the rest of the field down. And unfortunately, just too many cars on the lead lap, and they lost too many spots.
Here's who I want to watch is Noah Gragson, because right now he is absolutely in the catbird seat to win the Dash for Cash. He is third. Next in line for the money is Allmendinger, who is shown back in 19. And how aggressive will he be? And we are now choosing lanes, and Allgaier goes outside, Barry goes inside, and you see the rest of them fanning out.
Here we go.
Well, maybe part of that call, too, was knowing that he was going to have 9 behind him. He wanted to get his teammate behind him there.
Well, there's no strangers to love.
Hope he gets clean.
You know the rules, and so do I. Poor commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I'm just trying to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand that I'm never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
Brandon Jones is up there. Ryan Sieg, who was winless in his career. Michael Annette.
We've known each other for so long. My heart's been aching, but I'm too shy to say it.
Time number 1. Brought to you by Credit
Ah!
Bank.
All right, overtime.
Green flag at Darlington.
As long as the 7 can stay next to him here, he's going to be in a good spot.
Side by side on the turn 2.
Fucking catch up to that bitch.
Gets the lead.
Come on, Josh. Come on, Josh.
Yeah, Josh really did the best he could there. He didn't have much air on his car and was just trying to hold on. But look at the 19.
Oh, here comes Brandon Jones trying to make it fucking happen. Alright, come on, Joshua. Don't let this fucker win.
Flag is out, and the next flag going to end the race. Justin Allgaier looking for his first win at Darlington.
Yeah, Josh is going to just have to be closer than that to try to get the move on here.
8 races so far this year, 7 different winners. The only driver to win.
And this made it even worse.
Justin Allgaier trying to add his name to the list. Here comes Allgaier off the turn 4.
God damn it.
Justin Allgaier is the man at Darlington.
Sounds like they got a couple more boxes to check off there.
I think he has a few, it sounds like.
Great job by the 17 all day.
Teammate Josh Berry was second. Brandon Jones is third. And give a nod to Noah Gregson, who is now batting 1,000 in 2021 when it comes to winning the $100,000 bonus, the Dash for Cash.
Oh, look at the 22 here on front stretch. Destroyed.
What?
I wonder what happened there.
Wait, what?
Really, really tore up.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, but Justin did a great job at the end there. Just getting up front, didn't seem like he quite had the car he needed.
I'm not clicking the link.
Got out front, clean air, did what he needed to do on that restart.
Goes back to execution, what I talked about. I thought the 8 car.
Because I memorized the Rickroll link, but you just found another re-upload. So
Had some more contact than they wanted, but I ended up
I'm not clicking it.
for sure.
Seemed like there's a few games coming to the restart zone down there in 3 and 4 as well.
Aren't there always games when we're in the cars? There are always.
Allgaier, the all-time wins leader in junior motorsports. And it's fitting, I guess, that JRM ends the day in victory lane because our afternoon began with the old 8, the Nova, with Dale Jr. behind the wheel, playing homage to his father, pacing the field, and it's one of his cars that goes out and wins the race. And here's how Allgaier got it done in overtime.
Oh, you see the 8-year old there. He gave it all he had. That's big.
Can't get any tighter than that.
No. You can with contact.
And we wonder, why was Austin Cindric's car trashed? Coming to the start-finish line, we're going to see it here.
Ooh.
That's 2 hard hits. Wow. That was a hard hit there. Off 2, one of the worst places to hit.
And I did look down. Cindric has climbed from the car, and he'll go to the care
Fuck
center.
you, Cindric.
But, he's okay there. So
He didn't even finish the race. That's funny.
And the celebration is on for Justin Allgaier's second win of the year, Jamie.
What a celebration for Justin Allgaier. Burned it down and got out so quick. Justin, your car never was quite perfect, especially turning down the hill. How did you compensate for that and bring it home here victorious?
Well, first of all, y'all are awesome. Fans being back in the grandstands, this is special. Y'all don't realize how much energy you feed into what we do. I'll be honest with you, there's a guy right over here with a navy blue shirt, and he gave me the middle finger with both hands on that last caution, and gave me a lot of motivation to win that one. So, I gotta say, my wife, my daughter, back
Well,
watching.
he just gained my respect. He just gained my respect, Justin.
Especially my wife, my mom. Our good Hummer ice cream Camaro.
He just regained my respect.
Wanted it to be all day, and the guys down in the pits, they just kept fighting. And I think the end of the race proved it, to have all those junior motorsports Chevys up there battling for a win. It really was special. I know Josh and Noah both would have wanted that one right there, but to check off Atlanta and Darlington, I couldn't be more appreciative of this race team. So hats off to everybody in this team. Junior motorsports,
Not a Rickroll?
Chevrolet,
Yeah, it's not the link, but
brand
I don't care.
culture, all of our Unilever brands. We obviously have good humor on the car, but all of our Unilever brands, just everybody that's a part of this. We're gonna celebrate this one for a while.
Justin, it's Darlington, so it's special. But how about the Dale Earnhardt paint scheme?
Damn, that sucks. Bo Obama just died.
How cool was that?
Obama's dog.
This paint scheme has been so special to us. Ryan Williams back at our shop, that's a graphic designer, deserves a big round of
That's
applause.
sad.
He put a lot of heart and soul into these throwbacks. I hope y'all fans enjoyed the throwbacks. It's a big deal to us as much as it is to you guys. I got a fire suit that looks like Ice Cream Delivery Man. I got a helmet that's actually a throwback to Dale Jr. So we did a lot of throwing back this week, and man, is it special.
I love the bow tie.
Bow tie's good.
Well done. Justin Allgaier wins for the second time in 2021.
Well, Justin Allgaier's teammate Noah Gregson obviously disappointed he didn't get the win, but consolation prize, you're another $100,000 richer.
Rest in peace, Doggo. Yep.
Program. Third time this year you've won it.
Yeah, it's our third $100,000 bonus in a row, and but I want to say thank you to Xfinity and Comcast, everybody that makes.
Wait, there's only 3 Dash for Cash races this year. I thought there was 4.
Pretty frustrated. Got beat on pit road there, so I need to go back and look if I could have done a better job on my speeds or whatnot. But I think that was the difference maker last time we came down pit road. Just came off pit road third from the leader, and that really hurt us. But overall, a good day. We led laps in our Bass Pro Shop. Chevy, our teammates, Justin, he won the race. John second. So I think that restart was the difference maker on how we lined up. But very thankful for Johnny Morris, and I know he's watching. So what's up, Johnny? And the crew?
Yeah, same thought.
Rusty.
I thought, like, wasn't there usually 4?
So that was pretty fun.
It makes sense. Dash for Cash.
Bonus if you win all 4 of the Dash for Cash, because we're on a pretty damn good roll here.
I can't answer that question. No, what I do want to know, you mentioned that.
Oh, no, he said that there was, yeah, he's won all 3 Dash for Cash races so far. All right, I was confused. There still is one more. That's what I thought. I was like, what? There's only 3? No, there is another one. But he's won, 75% of them.
A lot better than it usually is. So
Gonna go play Wreckfest. All right, see ya.
you can always do better. So gonna learn from today.
I'm gonna end the stream, guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. Peace out.